Hello, welcome to the Chatter Cave podcast. Without Connor and without Hayden.
Wait, this is Chatter Cave? I think I took a wrong turn.
Yeah, I've got Mr. Geeky Bear, aka Alex, coming back.
Help me.
I mean, it's like the first time you've been back since what? Was it when we did Hawkeye and the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer talk with Hayden?
I think so.
I believe so. Yes.
Huh?
I think it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it's your first time solo with just me since what?
Oh, other than Dragon and Bear.
Yeah, one of the G.I. Joes, I think it was, maybe.
Did we do that solo?
One of them did, because Hayden didn't turn up for the one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Silly Hayden.
The first one, wasn't it? I think. No, second one. First one. Second one. First one. I don't know, I can't remember, it's been so long. Anyway,
is not computing.
The cogs getting kind of jammed with cobwebs. Anyway, so yeah, I am your host, the Drinking Thomas Hughes. Again, as I said, I've got Mr. Geeky Bear, aka Alex, from Geeky Bear channel. And yeah, with Hayden, I like to do like movie reviews, TV show reviews, while Connor just likes to talk about random crap.
Yep.
But I brought you in for a movie review, Alex. I thought I'd have you in for an old school movie review. And I was thinking to myself, what do I give you? I had a list of ideas of what stuff I could have you watch and whatnot. And I was like, what to have Alex watch? And then I thought to myself, you know, around birthdays when we used to do podcasts, we also used to do a birthday special. And we used to have a movie review and whatnot of something related to them or something that they like, yada yada. And I was thinking,
what does Alex hate?
I was thinking, what relates to Alex? And then I thought to myself, yes, I know his birthday's not till way after this comes out, but, you know, he's slotting stuff in. So,
you mean way before?
No, this is way after. This is before. This comes out before your birthday, Alex, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
This is a pre-birthday special for you, don't worry.
Oh, okay, I'm scared now. I'm really worried. Shouldn't be.
Then I thought, okay, so what is Alex's nickname? Geeky Bear. And then I went through a load of ideas, and I kind of end up with a movie about a bear. No, we're not doing an animated movie. That's the other show.
Oh, okay.
I went through like a list of different ones. I was like, oh, there's people in this you might know. There's people in this you might know. And in the end, I went with a film called Into the Grizzly Maze, which stars the human character from Sonic, the main good guy.
Yeah.
He's in it. And I was like, you know, fuck it, let's do that. I haven't seen that film for years. And it's about a bear.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, you know, I got Geeky Bear, so do a film about a bear. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It was either that or Rain of Fire, but that relates more to me because I'm a dragon. So that made no sense.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Fair enough.
This is your special, and you get a movie about a bear.
Thank you.
So we're going to go watch that and then come back and review it. In spoilers.
Send help.
Yeah. We'll see you in about a second in terms of actual recording, but in terms of real life, about an hour.
I was going to say, you're doing that, but you've not got a watch on.
They don't know that. They do now, thanks to you, you fucking asshole. God damn you, Alex. See you in a minute. Second. Ah! Okay, so we just watched Into the Grizzly Maze.
That was an experience.
It came out in 2015, and in Germany it's called Red Machine, or something along that line.
Bread Machine.
Red Machine.
Oh.
I don't know why it's called Red Machine. Yeah. Anyway, I've seen it before, years ago, so I want to ask you, Alex, first time watching it, what you thought of it?
I mean, it's not the best movie. It's okay for a thriller, I'm assuming.
I'd put it more under horror.
Really?
Creature feature.
Okay.
Natural horror.
Okay.
I believe the easily subgenre.
It was okay. It wasn't the best, especially with the obviously overplaced bear for some of the shots. But other than that, it was good. It was okay. It was alright.
I mean, for a film that's probably done on such a small budget.
Yeah, it was okay.
I mean, you could tell it's obvious that it's the CGI bear compared to the real bear they used, because that real bear is gorgeous as fuck.
Billy the bear is fucking beautiful.
But you can obviously tell when it goes to CGI. But again, for a low budget film, I've seen way worse CGI used in low budget films.
Definitely same. What was it? Zombievers?
Actually, I don't think the CGI was that bad in that film because they didn't use CG really, did they? I think it was more puppets.
No, it's just
more puppets, I think, in that film.
Probably, but still.
But I mean, I've seen films of this sort of level of low budget that use like really awful CGI. But yeah, this is obvious, but it's not the worst CG you can get out there. Yeah, it's bad, but not great.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best.
But I do give credit when they utilise an actual
animal. Real bear.
I mean, I think there's two of us I can think off the top of my head that did that.
Jaws.
Yes, that robotic shark was a real shark. No, exactly. I mean, well, there is actually real shots of real sharks in that film, but that's not. That's not what we're talking about here. I think the ones I can think of is Grizzly Rage. I'm pretty sure that utilised a real bear, and a film just called Bear. There's a literal film out there just called Bear, which also used a real bear. And I think Grizzly, which was from the 70s, utilised shots of a real bear.
Oh, okay.
But I can't remember off the top of my head if any of those actually had interactions with people, because I mean, this does have shots of the bear,
doesn't it?
Mauling down on people, like obvious stunt people, more than likely people that linked to the bear in some way, like trainers.
Yeah.
You know, getting mauled around. Like, I'll give them credit for doing those sort of shots, because they could have easily CGI'd those shots and used the actors.
Yeah, but it was great.
Just cut away. So I'll give credit when they actually have those shots within a movie and not just ignore it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell in some parts that the director of this is someone behind a Saw movie with some of the close-up shots. No, it's not Saw level of grotesque, but there's obviously a specific shot towards the end where obviously the main love interest gets speared in the fucking leg of a tree branch.
Yeah.
And some close-up shots of them pulling it out of her leg.
Yeah.
Like that, and there's a few other shots here and there, like Billy Bob Thornton's character coming down with his ear hanging off, fucking claw marks across his face. Like, close-up shots of that make you go, okay, I can see why this guy was someone behind a Saw movie. This is basically like he's a more PG attempt of him doing it, but still having those gross, grotesque shots, which are practical. And I'll give credit there, because Billy Bob Thornton's like that's shot of his face. That's clearly practical effects.
Yeah, it's really well done, in my opinion.
So there's not many digital like brutal like gore effects in this. It's more practically done, which I always give credit to movies when they go the practical side of it over digital. Which, as I said, this has those few digital shots. Like the main ones that come to mind, the start, I think you pointed out when Billy the Bear bashed the door down. You can clearly see the transition from the shot of him hitting the door is CG to him being real in the building. The attack scene at the very end, when he's obviously attacking the water. I feel like what doesn't help with that is the fact, obviously, it's meant to be a wet bear. So obviously, it's very hard to
animate the hair.
Yeah, and that is probably more safer to use a digital bear than the real bear in that sort of shot.
Yeah.
And what's the other one I'm coming to my mind? The shot in the fire. You can tell the bear is real, but you can tell the fire is really fake. Like, it's just a zoomed out shot of the fire being lit and the bear standing in the middle roaring, and you're just like, I can tell from that shot there the bear is just green screen, or just the fire is green screened into that shot. Like, it's so obviously done that you can tell. But I give them credit for actually still using the real bear. Then again, it might have looked a bit better if it was the CGI bear in that shot. It might have blended more
better,
or use real fire in front of a green screen and CGI green screen that into the shot, because that is clearly digital fire, not legit fire in front of obviously a green screen with the bear there. So I feel like maybe if they use real fire and just digitalize that into it, maybe that would look better. So there's the two ways they could have done it, and it may have looked a bit better than what it did, because it's very clearly fake fire, real bear.
Yeah.
Very obvious.
Very obvious.
I do give this movie some credit as well, because there is a lot of genuine like heart-to-heart moments. There's a lot of conflict between these characters. Obviously, you got two brothers, one played by Thomas Jane, who I'm a big fan of in terms of an actor. He's a really good actor. And James Marsden, they say Matthew Marsden, but that's the guy from fucking Buffy, if I remember correctly. James Marsden, obviously, who was in Sonic and X-Men. There's a lot of conflict between these two because they haven't seen each other for years. One's a cop, one's basically someone who's just got out of prison.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mixture of ideals. Well,
yeah,
ish.
Because one's obviously has his way of doing things, and one has his own way of doing things.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of like, well, they do at one point get into a huge fight, like battering the crap out of each other.
Yeah,
leaving marks on each other. Like there's a lot of conflict there, and there's a lot of then heart-to-heart moments between them, apologizing, trying to get this like them back on track of where they were originally. And there's a lot of obviously heart-to-heart between obviously the love interest and the obviously prison brother. I'm just gonna call him prison brother. So
brother.
So it's easy to remember which one I'm talking about. There's
a lot of prison brother.
Yeah, there's a lot of heart-to-heart between obviously him and the love interest. Like him explaining his whole past situation of, oh, I got involved in the gunfight, grabbed the money, ran, saw like the bad guy was about to execute a cop. I shot the bad guy. That 15 seconds there cost me, what did he say, like 6 years of his life or 8 years of his life, something like that?
I think it's 8.
Yeah, it cost him, like, that 15 seconds cost him that long of his life. And obviously, as she points out, you did the right thing, though. You took out the guy that was going to kill an unarmed cop. So you did the right thing. Yeah, it cost you part of your life, but at the end of the day, you did the right thing. It was a good thing. Obviously, he doesn't see it as that, because he sees it as, oh, I got sent to jail, I killed a guy. At the end of the day, you saved someone's life. It's as simple as that. That's how she puts it to him. So there's a lot of heart-to-heart between them. And there was a few funny moments. I will give him that. Obviously, there's the moment when the police bro and his wife meets the prison bro. And, he's there saving her from the bear. He's like trying to help her wound because she's caught herself in her own snare trap, which is quite humorous. Especially when she backs off and she's like, she just set it up. It's the classic, you just set up a booby trap and you step on it yourself. Like, you put a bear trap down. Fuck, shit, like Dead by Daylight, you put a bear trap down, you fucking step on it yourself. Oh, fuck me leg. It's one of those classic moments. Just set it up, put some covering over it so no one can see it. Fuck, I got caught in it. Or Sideshow Bob stepping on his own rake. Like one of those moments. And obviously he has to help her out. And it's when he's there going, oh, I'm a blah blah blah's brother. And she's like, and he's like, oh shit, you're deaf. And he's there like trying to like yell it to her. And she just writes it down. It's like, I'm deaf, not stupid. Not dumb. And he's like, oh, you can read my lips. And it's that facial reaction you love. From like she was just like really like sarky with the facial reaction to him.
Yeah, it's great.
But I mean, the thing is, again, for a low budget movie, they do have a well-established cast of actors and actresses, like people you've seen here and there in other things. Like you go, oh shit, I recognise them. As like Thomas Jane was in films like The Mist, Deep Blue Sea, Punisher. He was the second incarnation of Marvel's Punisher.
Oh, okay.
He played him in the 2004 movie, because there was the old version with Dolph Lundgren, then he did it, and then obviously others took over, but he was the second incarnation. Obviously, as James Marsden, Sonic, X-Men, been a few other things, can't think of it off my head. Piper Perabo was in Cheap by the Dozen. Angel Has Fallen, I think she was in the last one. Coyote Ugly, again, a few things here and there. Scott Glenn was in Daredevil. He's a well-established actor. Billy Bob Thornton, Bad Santa, for crying out loud. And again, a load of other fucking things. He's well-established with his Botox-ish face that does not like to move.
Yeah, she got her head like this and talk like this.
I talk like this the entire movie. And then I go, hey.
Not really move my lips and teeth, yeah.
The never-moving face of Billy Bob. That's what I call him, because his face does not fucking move whatsoever when he speaks. Like, you see, like, every now and again, like, clearly, like, a slight move in his face, but most of the time, or his jaw, but most of the time, he's just, like, the same, hey, reaction, like this, hey.
I was gonna say, it's like, it's literally just his jaw staying in the same place.
Yeah.
Like, his lips were moving, But you literally just see his teeth just like staying in the same place.
You don't see him like this, like how I am right now. You don't see him like that. It's just like, yeah, so I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah.
It's like, hard dish. You're not
like
gonna move my jaw. Just gonna keep moving my lips and decide not talk with a proper voice. Yeah, I see.
One thing I do find funny with this film as well, one of the first deaths you get to see in this film, well, third technically, because he does die early on, but it's the third of the early three to die. But then you don't see his body till later on to confirm he's dead. The guy who took the hunters down, the poachers, into the forest and got shot, and then obviously kind of betrayed, bled to death. That guy's played by Adam Beach, which was like the first guy to die in Suicide Squad, the first one. He plays Slipknot, the one who with the fucking the grapple hook. I find it funny that he's on the first to die in this movie, and he was the first to die in that. So we got like four fully fledged comic book stars in this movie.
Yeah,
that shows obviously how established this cast is.
And a solid character.
Who was in a comic book movie.
Oh, was it? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
He was in X-Men. He was Cyclops in the old X-Men movies. And Alex in his depression phase, like that one shot of the guy on the top of the cliff, and he's depressed.
Looking over.
I mean, there's some really beautiful shots in this of the mountains. There's some really beautiful shots of the mountain, like the wilderness shots. And I say there's definitely a lot of beautiful shots of the bear itself. Because Billy,
I love that bear.
It's just a beautiful bear. Like
it's
especially like the normal shots of it walking. It's like zoom-in shots. It looks so fucking nice.
It's almost as nice as me, right? Right. I walk a lonely road.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, I mean, this is definitely one of those sort of throwback, natural horror movies, like the films like Jaws, Grizzly, for example, which is a Jaws ripoff. It was a throwback, definitely, to those type of ones. So, I
think it was a fun movie. It left to who's gonna die? Who's gonna die?
See, I definitely feel like if you look at it from a point of view of there's a lot of slow moments, but those slow moments build the characters up.
Oh, definitely.
So there's not a lot of bear action.
Bear.
It's built up the characters for these like life or death moments, them trying to save each other.
Definitely.
So it builds them up perfect.
It was a good movie, to be honest. Not one I'd just go out and watch out of the way, but I'd still watch it.
Like if someone threw it on, you'd say, "Oh fuck it, I'll watch this."
Yeah, hey, you threw it on, and I was like, "Okay, I'll watch this."
Your bear choice, my bear choice for you.
Yeah, I mean, I gave you Dragon Prince. You give me Into
the Grizzly Maze.
Yeah, so yeah.
I do like that. Obviously, they've obviously called that because in the film there's an actual thing called the Grizzly Maze. It's a maze that not even a maze. It's just a forest section that even grizzly bears get lost in.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. It's like the idea of you'd understand people getting lost in there because it's not something that I go into a lot. But for the fact that it's something that lives in
even
there,
a bear.
Obviously something that you can use smell, it's hearing and stuff like that. I do like the fact that it's an area that even they can get lost in.
Yeah,
and it even shows you the fact that a lot of the bears are either dead or fucking off.
Oh no!
This big mama bear is just like, no, we're out of here. We're not dealing with that shit anymore.
I did feel bad for some of the bears. I know they're not real bears, but you know.
I mean, obviously shots of all those dead ones.
Yeah.
Even had that one of the shot of from the camera point of view.
Yeah.
Showing that the fact that this bear is even hunting its own kind. So I do like that it's not just targeting people. So a lot of these things, a lot of these movies, you just see them target humans.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's not talking to everything.
It's literally going after everything. Even the guy, the hunter, Billy Bob Thornton's character, Douglas says, it doesn't matter if you're a tree hugger or you're basically a
hunter or a tree hugger.
It's you all taste the same to it. It's gonna take you down no matter what. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just a territorial bear. This isn't just a bear that's in hunt mode.
Desperate.
It's a pissed off bear, which is a
pissed off, desperate bear.
Which is the dialogue he specifically uses, pissed off. So I like that aspect, that it's not just specifically targeting humans. It's not doing everything. It's straight up just pissed off and in hunt mode. Are you having a seizure because someone's flashing you with lighting?
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the fuck's going on?
I can see your eyes just lighting up. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Looks like someone's got a strobe light on you. But I mean, as I say, for a film that does a lot more practical, it does look good. And I do like the sound in this movie. The sound design is really well done, especially from the point of view of the deaf character. You're still confused about that. From the point of view of the deaf character, whenever it fully shows her point of view, you can't hear anything.
No, it's like kind of. I'd say it's kind of muffled, but it's like it's not. Is it?
It's just like one noise, but it's not like something that like sound. It's just like
yeah.
It's just like nothing, and it's really well done. Especially when you see like the bear, like it cuts like to a bear or something walking, you hear the crunching and whatnot, and it cuts back to her. She doesn't know, and then she just turns around and she sees it.
Huh.
Like that sound design is really fucking good because they could have just had it from like just not even pointed from her point of view. They could have done it like just zoomed out, had the noise normal, and just showed her like reacting normally. But I do like the fact they went out the way and showed. Yeah, okay. The pointed out early on, obviously from her from them talking to her and sighing and stuff like that, and her writing down in general like she's deaf. I do like the fact that they fully cemented. Like, yeah, we're not just going to say she's deaf. We're actually going to show you she's deaf.
Is she a deaf actress?
No way.
Okay.
Piper Rebo is not deaf.
Okay. Didn't know.
No, yeah, she's not deaf. I mean, I feel like if this film was made nowadays, they might have used a deaf actress like Echo in Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was done now, then they may have. But obviously, for the time, then obviously it would just be a normal, obviously, hearing actress. And obviously, the fact that she's well established as an actress, that's another reason probably why they chose her. Most because obviously people will know who she is.
I didn't know who she was.
Yeah, but you're not educated, and you can't read.
Yeah, I did say that. I didn't know.
You did say that, Alex. You did say that.
He's my words against me. What kind of a friend are you?
The friend that uses his own friend's words against him.
That checks out.
But I do like the fact that it is just a really well made movie. Yeah, it's not the greatest movie you'll ever find out there.
But it's decent. It's good. It's an obscure movie.
Yeah, it's something that you might not even have heard of. You might just stumble across it randomly off it. I think when it first came out, I stumbled across it randomly because obviously I'm a big fan of these natural horror films because I love Jaws. Which kind of reminds me of the scene with the bear when it's CGI in the water. That shot just reminded me of the bear shot in Lake Placid, which was also it was also a mixture of a real bear and a CGI bear, and it kind of reminded me of the CGI from that. But that film was from like the late 90s, and yet this is from 2015, and yet it looks like the exact same CGI. Stuff doesn't change. Stuff does not change. But
no, we get new technology, but nothing changes in the way that it's meant to.
See, I do like the twists and turns in this movie. Obviously, I
honestly thought. Oh yeah, definitely. I honestly thought the deaf one was gonna die.
Yeah, because there is a lot of shots where it looks like shit, she's out of this, and then it's like bang, bang, bang. No, she's still alive.
Bang, bang, bang.
But I do like obviously there's that subplot of the corruption. Obviously, the reason why the bear's pissed off is because obviously the cop let poachers in.
Yeah.
You know, for moolah. So they can go hunting bears. Obviously, they killed enough of them. It pissed off the bear. It pissed off to the extent that it's killing its own kind now as well. That's what's kind of strange.
Yeah. But they also did mention that like the beetles, there's a
beetle epidemic.
Beetles and
salmon.
Like the salmon aren't swimming up the stream.
A lot of factors just pissing this bear off to the extent that he's like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna kill anything I see in my sight."
I'm kind of hungry.
I'm pretty sure they do say that in this film as well. It's like, "Oh, I'll just kill anything in sight." They do say that as well. So obviously you got that side plot, and obviously I do like as well that it explains the region the hunter is like he is. So I could have just like brushed past that and just been like, "Oh, he's just a hunter. He just wants to kill something," or just like
they did like a bit of a backstory, didn't they?
Yeah, they could have slightly mentioned, "Oh, he killed someone close to him. He wants to go kill bears and whatnot." But no, it explains that he went out hunting with It was like he was best friends with the main character's dad. He went out hunting with a bunch of people. The bear came into the camp and obviously killed everyone, and obviously left him alive. That was it. And then when he got out of the hospital after being slightly injured, he went back out and killed like Oh, how many did it say? It fucking said a lot of bears. It's like 20-something bears.
Think so.
It went out and killed like a ridiculous amount of bears within a couple
and
of days.
no one spoke to him.
Yeah, no one stopped him, and obviously the dad just didn't speak to him after that.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because obviously the dad was like one of those tree-hugging types, eventually. Like, at first he wasn't, he was a hunter, and then he started being a bit more...
Yeah. Respectful.
I think it was respectful, but at the same time it was the case of, yeah, he'd hunt them, but not to the extent of what he did.
Oh, definitely.
I feel like that's what sent him over, and obviously then the main character, police bro, not prison bro, gave up hunting when he got with his wife, who's like a nature photographer, and like trying to help him. Obviously, that's why they put snares out so they can just like track the bears and stuff like that. And the shit, obviously, tracking them to see where they're going, their pattern, and obviously the prison bro is more of a, yeah, I'm just gonna go out there,
bang bang,
until love interest gets involved. The character development. There you go. Character development evolves him into the character that's like,
yeah,
okay, I'm not gonna kill it, but now I'm gonna kill it to protect you guys. That sort of idea. Like, he doesn't want to now, but at the same time he's got no choice because it's either the bear or them.
Yeah.
And I mean, the bear goes at him quite a big fashion. Obviously, the fire, and then on top of that, he has an axe to the back.
Yeah.
And then to top it all off, that fucking shot of the knife through the neck, which was a callback to the fact that the cop said to the other cop that when Douglas was basically fighting with the bear, he put a
knife through the
throat there, and the callback in the final shot was the main character put prison bro.
Getting the knife,
putting the blade through right there.
But you also see his brother give him that knife at the
start. At the very beginning, yeah, he's like, "Oh, yeah. you're a free man here. Have the knife. I just I arrested you for beating up a pimp because he was beating up a prostitute.
Yeah,
but it's okay. Here's a weapon.
Yeah.
And it's fair that the bear goes there in quite brutal fashion, the blood oozing out and everything.
Yeah,
standing up, and then just goes, "Fuck this shit, dude." It's like it's stuff like, "Oh, you want to do that? Oh no, I'm out. Bye." Bang. But I do love the shot of you thinking that it's killed him.
Oh, definitely.
It pounces him in the water. You see the blood,
and you see just blood,
and you're like, "Oh shit!" And then it's obviously it's bit him, but it hasn't bit him to the extent of like it did with the cop, because you saw the cop's face just go munch munch.
Yeah,
it's only bit him to the extent of blood just coming out. Here's a blade. Have that in your jaw, son. You're dead. But yeah, it didn't hold back, I don't think, in terms of its
No, it was good.
Like, some of the kills you don't even expect to happen. The female cop, Zoe, I think
you just like,
it was out of nowhere, because it's like the shot of him going to see obviously Douglas, and he's like, okay, he walks in, shouting his name, comes out with a gun, as you said, dude's been shouting your name at the top of his lungs. And you just come in saying, "You almost got a bullet to the head."
Yeah, so stupid.
Sorry. You almost got a bullet to your head.
You almost got a bullet to your head.
And he's like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna go out there hunt this bear. I ain't doing your job for you.
Yeah.
You dug your own grave. Fuck this. Radio call. Oh, I found a car, which you already seen once because you saw the prison bro find the car.
Prison bro.
He's like, "Oh, I found this car here," and then out of nowhere, smashed straight in for the window.
Yeah.
Bears dragging. You see the blood hitting the car. You see the handprint on the glass. And you don't expect that. You did not expect that kill.
No, it was just like out of nowhere. Like, honestly. Like, it's mainly focused on the walkie-talkie as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because even you see Douglas behind him, is like listening. It's like, fuck. He's in his mind. He's like, shit. And that's the turning point of hearing her there. Because you don't. We see it as an audience, but they just hear it over the radio, which is kind of more terrifying, really. Because I feel like you see it, you're gonna be scared, but just hearing it, because you don't know she's dead. If you're on that radio, you just be like, "Is there shit? Like, what's going on?" Ladder, yada, yada. You don't know she's dead. You just can hear these death cries, and then Douglas like, "I'll call you when it's done." So I'll call you when it's done.
I'll call you when it's done.
Take out my horse and don't even ride on it because it's a storage horse.
But it's a chunky horse.
It's like there's just I feel like the only deaths you can sort of see coming a mile away.
Oh, the first, like, the two hunters at the beginning.
Yeah, the opening deaths.
And
they need to establish the bear's like an evil presence. So they need to establish that. Yeah, that is obvious.
The corrupted cop.
Yeah, you can sort of see that attack coming because
Yeah,
it's the build up of them looking at each other, and it's like something's got to happen here because we know the bear was in pursuit.
Yeah.
So we know something as an audience is going to happen here. So you can tell that's built up to be, oh shit, I'm dead. The other ones I can think of is maybe the loggers. You can sort of see that one coming because it's just the shot, especially the shot when you hear the guy with the chainsaw. You can hear the one going through, but you can only hear the rum rum rum, and he's just stopped there. So you can see that death. You're like, yeah, that guy's dead. And it's just in general them being evil people,
ignorant
because they're
that too, and
nature.
they're also ignorant to the dog,
which we
never barking,
which we never really
no,
I don't think we heard much of it. If we did, then it was when I was looking away from the screen. Goddamn electrician.
No.
But you were watching and you said you didn't see the dog.
Yeah, it's also with the horse though. As soon as the horse like left guy, you didn't see the horse again.
Yeah, obviously when he almost run the carrot server, didn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like the other big death that you could sort of probably guess would be the hunter. Like you could probably guess that guy was going to die because the hunter he's a bad guy in the sense of he's killing animals, so you can sort of guess that the film's going to kill him. And at first, it's like the shot when it's obviously find the camp, it's all destroyed, and you see his glasses, you're like, oh, it's a bit shit. He's like probably one of the bigger names of this film, like in terms of obviously
and he's still alive.
It's just like the glasses, and it's like, oh, it's a bit of a shit way of killing. Like none of the deaths have really been off screen. You've seen something visually, to an extent.
Apart from that one, well, the fake one.
Yeah, to an extent, you've seen obviously deaths on screen, or you've seen some sort of aftermath, like a hand, like the you saw his hand like just ripped off him. Like you saw that, but this is just glasses with blood on. You're like, that's a bit of a shit death. And then he just pops up out of nowhere to save obviously the deaf character, the wife. Yeah, and then get
because I thought the wife was gonna die, like
because that shot of the bear face
and the bear screaming at her face.
That was such a good fucking shot. And as you say, definitely gets you that edge of it's going to kill her. Because especially since the cop gets there, unloads on it, misses most of its shots. And as he said earlier on with a pistol, won't kill it, but it might scare it off. Clearly he doesn't scare it off, and it's still going for her. I mean, even when the shot with the rifle, when he's fucking shooting the rifle, he's like, shit, even the rifle is not taking down this bear. And then it's that last shot, the zoom in on the fucking rifle hand, the trigger of click.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Ah! You see his face just drop when he kills that click. He just zooms in. He's like, "Well, fuck me in the ass." Ah!
There's something in my ass. Ooh. It's a bear claw.
It's just I just love the back-to-backness of the clicking. Of because he clicks with the pistol, like shit. Then the hunter click. Fuck! Well, obviously he got the worst end of it because he got mauled to death.
Yeah, but like you could tell like that the main four characters were going to survive, but like at that point, like you're like, oh, maybe one of them's actually going to die.
It could be anything's on the table here. She could like die. And you could be like,
she could have died. The prison bro could have died.
Because obviously
at the end,
that shot of obviously. When you see her get like almost like when the bear smacks her across the face, like that could have been like a claw straight for the
that could have killed her.
Blood spurting out, which would have been really cool because then that could have drove the cop to the edge.
Yeah,
he could have been the one instead of the prison bro to finish the bear off. Like that drove him to the point of fuck you. Like he could have even took himself. It could have even took himself out in the process.
Yeah,
but the bear like gnawing at his guts, like ripping his guts out, and he was like. And the guy throws the blade to me, sticks it into the fucking neck. Like that could have been like a moment.
But that's what you could have thought at the end as well. Like when he stabs the bear in the neck, like you could have thought, oh, he's took himself out attacking the bear.
Because the bear was could have collapsed on him. It could have just like split him.
And the knife could have went through him as well.
I say you could. You never know. Anything was on the table during that finale. You didn't know what was going to happen. So I mean, as I say, they did the Ring of Fire, which I thought was a really good like teamwork scene of them saying, "Okay, you start the obviously the gasoline. It's America. It's gasoline, but first it's petrol. You start spreading it in a circle. I'll distract you. Like, oh, come here, over here. I'm over here. And then when it comes to the point of, oh, it's getting too close to me. Your turn. Oh, I'm over here. Pass it to him. Start going round.
Although diesel's more flammable.
But I mean, even that scene when they're on the boat and the bear comes in, obviously bursts through the flames.
Yeah,
which is quite badass.
Like, and then like it flips the boat, doesn't it? Like almost
smacks the boat, sends them all flying off it, and on top of that, when the boat comes back down, the deaf character is underneath the boat, and you see the boat hit her, and that could have just knocked her out, really.
Yeah.
Especially the force of it coming from, obviously, down.
I mean, she could have died many times in this film.
Yeah. I mean, they sort of brush off the fact that she was injured very quickly. So, I mean, she gets that thing, they're like, oh, you did a really good job, obviously, sorting her leg out. But yet, there's no ever mention later on of her being injured. Like, they replace her injured leg with the other love interest's injured leg. Which, okay, looked a lot worse.
Yeah, well, obviously, had a fucking stick for it.
Because the close-up shots made it look worse. But I mean, they quickly brush the other injury under the rug as quick as it fucking happens.
Swoop, sweep.
Yep, no, we don't need 200 people, we just need one. But especially in the fact because obviously she's able to put so much pressure on her leg for the fact that she's able to pick the other character up with the other guy.
Yeah.
They're able to walk, and it's like, are you not in pain at all here? Are you on so much fucking medication that you're just like completely out of this entirely?
Yeah, too much med.
Too much meds. That she's completely high as a cat. High as a motherfucker. I mean, they do mention that the one character was selling weed.
Yeah.
So it's not over top. Maybe like off screen you just sort of like, oh, I'm all right now. She's spoken everything as well. I mean that scene was quite creepy. The fog scene, like the misty scene.
Oh, definitely.
When like
it's like it's very like it kind of like shows you that the character is alone. Like she
can't even call out. She can only make that slight yelp sound.
Yeah,
it's all echoing. He's like, "Fuck, where is she?" And that's when obviously the face to face with the bear happens. And he's like,
"Yeah."
But I mean,
well, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fucked now, aren't I? But I just love watching your facial reaction and watching it to the gross sort of sequences. Obviously, the thing in the leg, and you're like, nah, son, nah. I thought that was quite. It wasn't fully grotesque, but it was quite. Ooh, with the moose when they find the corpse of the moose.
Oh yeah, and she falls right
like,
through him.
They're fucking inside one of them, and there's all like, maggots and it's all shots and everything, and you just like, and even she's like, and they're like, okay, we got you. Oh,
I mean, I want to know how deep that hole was, though, or like how deep it was, because she went like. She was walking. She was up to there, and like, well, I say up to there, but you can't see it. Like, up to like her chest, like just underneath it, underneath her titties.
Exactly. It's got to be a fucking deep. Maybe it's just. Either it's just like she. Someone's been digging holes in that area, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation I can put to that. Is someone's been digging a lot of holes in that area.
Sounds like a plot hole to me.
Oh. Because it is, because it's never explained why there's a massive fucking hole there.
Yeah. Maybe that's putting the like, was it the hunters that did it or something? Maybe they just made a hole and did it.
Yeah, maybe they're building like traps and just they built like a straight hole.
Yeah.
That's easy enough to fit a human.
By a moose.
That's easy enough to fit a human inside.
Yeah.
Even that or the bear, maybe because it was clearly a bear kill site.
Yeah,
a kill zone as they refer to it in the film. Maybe it was digging like to bury it. Maybe.
I mean, it's a bear, not a dog.
Yeah, but maybe it was burying it to hope for food later on.
True.
It was meat after all. Maybe it was like digging a hole to put it in, but then it got stopped. And
yeah, maybe it was killed by the other one.
That's the only other explanation I can give to that.
Yeah,
really.
But it was still a cool scene.
Yeah, it was still
disgusting, but cool.
Yeah, it was still like a disgusting like moment, especially the zoom-in shots of the maggots and everything. He's like,
yeah, no. It's like smelling your farts when you fart. Ugh, disgusting.
Why me? Connor's worse than me. Fucker just walks up behind me and does it on purpose and walks away. I'm glad we gave Connor the Billy Bob Thornton character in this because he dies in this.
Yep.
Wait, maybe that mist wasn't mist. Maybe it was just he farted.
It's just that much fart smoke. Fart fog.
It was just a massive fart cloud.
Oh,
that's why she was yelping. She wasn't yelping from Definer. She was just yelping because it fucking stunk.
She's like, she's gagging.
Oh, maybe.
That's one thing I do like about watching films with like you guys, well, you and like the others, is that we kind of associate like characters with each other.
Yeah, and like try and have a bit of fun.
Yeah, it makes the film a bit more tolerable.
Yeah, because even if a film's like really dog shit, which this isn't,
no,
it can make a film like, even more enjoyable. Because if you sit there, you're watching a film, like, if you were sitting there watching the film, you're like, oh, it's a bit boring. This is. If you you yourselves characters based on like character traits linked to us in general.
Yeah, or like you just pick that one first.
It makes it more of a fun experience.
Yeah.
Especially as a group, it makes it a more fun group experience.
Yeah.
And obviously we did that with this, just me and you. It's like, fuck it, let's give these characters us.
Yeah, and we just kept cracking jokes all the way through the film.
Yeah, we kept taking the piss, and then it even led to Alex coming up with a great idea for a short sketch, which I really want to do now, just because it would be so fucking funny to film. Alex, I'm definitely going to try and find you a Big Bear onesie. You're definitely going to be wearing something like that.
Can I keep it?
Well, if it's big enough, yes, because I won't need it, will I?
True. Unless I can get a Snorlax one.
We just need to sit down with Hayden and be like, yeah, we got this idea. Yeah. We think it's going to be hilarious. Let's do this shit.
Yep.
Ah.
And we can give it just a title like this one, but like just a bit of a
really stupid title.
Yeah.
Like a really serious title when you're watching, like, wait, this isn't serious at all.
Teddy Bear's Picnic.
Yes! Oh, like, give it a serious title at the start and at the end, like, cross it out and then put, like, a really dumb title underneath it instead.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get straight to the ratings.
Okay.
I'm going to let you start, sir.
What do we rate out of?
Out of 10.
Oh, okay, so it's like normal Chatter Cave.
Yeah.
I'll
just give it a fancy egg at the end as well.
Ooh, I get a fancy egg.
Yeah, it's whatever your rating is compared to what I put it on my phone. It's the equivalent of an egg, which is why when we did the review for just Flashpoint, I gave it also that, just so it's like no confusion of how my ratings were.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay, that is a 6 out of 10 is at the moment, because I haven't got a great egg for that one. Hayden gave me some like ideas for 2 of them, and I was just like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, that'll do. At the moment, that's an iron egg.
Iron egg, okay.
Which is a film as potential with room for improvement.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a tricky one.
It was very close to a 7, I'll say that.
Yeah, see, I'm going with what I've originally give this on my first go around, which is a 7, which is a bronze egg for entertaining.
Oh.
Because I do think it is pretty entertaining when it gets into the bear action, and I do like the heart-to-heart moments with the characters, so I do like it when it does that, and I do like the fact that they used a real bear for most of the shots. Apart from obviously those couple of shots towards the end where they utilise CG.
Yeah,
I can let it slide because it's low budget. Yeah, you can bear running and jumping scene. Yeah, you can't really do that with a real bear.
Yeah.
But I also do like the fact that some of the attack scenes were the bear mauling down on someone, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah. Thanks for joining me on this one, Alex.
You're very welcome. It's not like today's a recording day.
If you've seen this movie before, put your comments below on your ratings and your thoughts on this film. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, yada yada.
And tell us how wrong our opinions are as well, because we are terrible.
Also, wish Alex an early happy birthday.
And also Dragon as well, because he's...
don't worry. I got a podcast right before my birthday, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. So this is just for me. Oh, thank you.
This is your special.
My special.
Your special.
It's my special day.
I've yet to give you one.
No, that is very true, because you normally take them.
Yes, because my birthday is always around the fucking... So far, it's been around the Fridays. So...
But my birthday's on the Thursday.
Mine's on the Saturday.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for one of your presents to come.
Oh, mine's sitting on the floor for you. And my other one's currently digitally on my phone since it's a cinema ticket.
I've got 2 over there for you. And they're 2 small ones, and I've got a bigger one coming. And I'm just I'm waiting for it. It's easy dispatch, so when it comes, it comes.
But yeah, so we're not colliding. You get this special, I'll get the next one.
Thank you very much.
Plus, if all goes to plan and Hayden's still not dying from COVID, and we should be recording that one very soon. That's my special one. It's something that I'm gonna fucking love to bits.
Yeah. Power Rangers.
Oh no. Okay. I could do a little tease, right? Do you want me to do a little tease of what my plan is for my podcast?
I mean, how good are you at editing?
I mean, tease as in slightly move something on screen.
Oh yeah. Go on.
Yes, my plan is Jurassic Park if all goes to plan. I want to try and cover the entire Jurassic Park franchise before the new one comes out. You can lie there for a second. So that's my plan if Hayden's not dying. If my fingers are crossed. I need to message her actually to ask if she's still dying.
Yeah.
Last time I heard from her, she was, but last time I spoke to her, I didn't ask her, so we'll see. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed. Happy early birthday, Alex. I'll probably wish you a happy birthday in the next one anyway. But happy early birthday.
And happy early birthday to you as well.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
You can check Alex out, who's actually started doing videos again on his channel.
Yeah, for now. Don't know how long it's going to be.
He's recently started doing Kirby, haven't you?
Yeah,
I walked in on you recording earlier when I had to deal with the electrician.
Yeah, I just thought I'd get a sneaky episode out,
So you can check him out on there. You can also check him out on my channel in general for Raft, Dragon and Bear Show, which is also stuff that we did from the old channel, but it's all in a playlist on the new channel. So it's fine. It's fine. You can just go through the playlist. It's easier. And I've done a lot of shit with you over the years. I mean, over the last 2 years.
Help me.
And I've also got a lot more shit planned for you.
What?
Some stuff to scare your pants off. Those ripped pants are yours since they are currently
ripped. Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot? You forgot about what we're recording, or you forgot about the fact your trays are ripped?
Oh.
Because spoiler alert, he ripped his trousers while we were recording another thing.
Yeah.
Apparently you can see his facial reaction, and to top it off, as we're watching this movie, he rips his trousers again.
Yep.
And now he's got a huge hole in the middle of his fucking trouser leg.
Yeah, it's only in the trouser leg, not anywhere else.
It would have been more hilarious if it was elsewhere, but.
Let me just show you on camera.
Then again, he wouldn't have shown me if it was anywhere else. Or would he? No, he wouldn't. No. Anyway,
Ford would kill me.
Thanks for joining me, Alex.
You're very welcome, Tom.
And I'll see you, fingers crossed, next week with Hayden for Jurassic Park. Fingers are crossed. If not, then I'll more likely see you with Connor at some point, because he's due up next. So, till next time.
See ya.
I can see the weight of, come on, you son of a bitch, to say goodbye. Say goodbye! Yeah, goodbye.
See ya.